Okay, welcome back. Well, we've done the initial sync, we've customized our home screen, and what I'm going to do in this podcast, I'm actually going to show you how you can work with views in iDcrm. So I'm going to launch the application again. You see I still have the homepage I changed in the previous podcast, and I'm just going to zoom in on the accounts. This is by default what you get when you go into the accounts. You get your grey bars, which is your what we call grouping. So it's grouped by A, B, C. If I just scroll down a bit, you should get to the B. I can just tap all this, go to the D if. So the grouping is by the first letter of the company name. And in these boxes we display this is a good example, we display the company name, big letters, Ross Stewart, and the second line on the left, the type, which is customer, which is in the second line to the right, and then we have the third line where we've got the postal code and the address, and it could be more than that. If there would be a country, it'd be there as well. Well, you could see that here at Cotondan, where you've got postal code, city, and country. But all this are things you can change now, which you couldn't do in the previous version. So I'm going to talk you through what you can do on views. It's important to know that the grouping, like the DFG, is actually what is handled by this, which we call it an alphabet bar. So if I click on the M here, it will always go to the one. If I have an M, there we go, MN, that's what we are. Okay, for example, if I would want to change that grouping, because if I'm on the road, I know what city I am, and I want to group my accounts by city so that I can find the ones that are in the city. This is the new icon, which you haven't seen before in iDcrm. If I tap on that, in the middle here we've got group by, and it's grouped by account name. I can change that attribute, I can put it to city, click on done, and now everything is sorted by city. In this example you see Cheshire, which starts with a C. Here's another one in Cheshire. This is probably a typo, Chester as well. In here in Holland we've got Delft, which is a D. So if I'm now, I don't know, I'm in some city that starts with an M, I can click on that. There aren't any cities because it goes L to N. So it goes to the one which is close by, which is N for New York, N for Newcastle. So now my grouping is suddenly changed to a different field. And the nice thing is I can take any field I have on the account entity. Because I was here, I can change the attribute. And as you can see, I got every field that is on an account screen. So I could even do it, group it by industry if I wanted to. And I really do not know what the industries are, but I can group by them. So really, to be honest, I would actually want to display the industry in these boxes so that I could actually know that, what am I, why is Deloitte a no? So let's look at the contents of a record and what we can do on that. We call that the list display, which is here at the bottom. Do list display. The title, the first line is the account name. On the second line, on the left-hand side, I do primary contact. Position 1, 2, which is the second line, but then on the right-hand side, I now have relationship type. So let's change that to industry. So I need to look for the relationship type. Where is it? Right, so let's switch that one off. And let's go and find the industry. A, B, C, D, E, industry. Here it is. So I've tapped on industry. I go back, click on done. And now you will actually see that the grouping is more logical. So this is an outbound something. Entertainment retail is under E, distributors is under D, design is under D. So if I now quickly want to find, what are all the companies in, I don't know, just tap on a letter. There isn't anything with a T, but I'm on the O. So I can now go by, filter through my accounts based on what they do. So I tapped on the B, I get business services, C for consulting. So that's just an easy way of quickly changing my grouping and the way that my records are sorted. The other thing we've added is that initially we show you all active accounts. So that's the default filter, but you can add filters as well now. It's the same icon, filter attributes we call them, then the status is active. So if I tap on status, I can say inactive or all. I'm just going to leave that on active. But I can actually add more fields to that. Again, I can use any field I have, so I'll add the category there, and I will add why not the industry? I'll do the industry. So I've added 2 fields. So these will always be listed here. So I haven't actually changed the filter yet, but the next time I go in, these are my default filters that I've got sort of direct access to. So I've got all my active statuses, but I'm actually looking at my my standard categories is what I want. So now it's filtered on standard categories, which we don't use, so let's use the other one, preferred customer. Switch off standard, go back in, and there's 3 that have that filled in. So this is how quickly you can actually change the set of data you're looking at, because they stay on top. And I also want to look at my accounting as an industry, but I know that the category is not very much, so I'm going to switch that one off. So I'm now looking at my active accounting, tap on done, and these are my active accounting accounts that I'm working with. So that's really what we've done on the views, and letting you make the views as logic as you want them for yourself. So that's how we've changed that. And that icon you will recognize on more views. Contact views got the same thing, and it will remember the setting for each view. You'll see later on that when you add custom entities, you get the same options. So if I would add the cases or add the leads, I can actually make the way I look at them the way I want. I'll show you that more when I start adding new entities, but this was just to show you the new view options that we have. So I hope you're excited. I am, because this is one of the key things that customers were asking for, and we're really happy at how easy we were able to implement it. And then easy, I mean from a user point of view, not from a development point of view. So good luck with it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.